Hi everyone, I apologise for being late, but better late than never. Yesterday was never, unfortunately. Um, I'll cover that in a bit more detail in a moment, but I am here now with the updates for We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We're an emerging nation. We've been around about 4.5 years, putting in solid foundations, and we're now in a position where we are expanding our economy to improve the liquidity and value of our currency, and that'll benefit all our citizens. Anybody can be a citizen. We are the United States of the world, and we welcome people from all corners of the world and every sector of humanity. All you can do is come along, register, prove you're a real person, and that's it. There's no fee, there's no obligation. And when I say we welcome people from all sectors of humanity, I mean it in a literal way, and I mean that we only see people as human beings. We don't pigeonhole them because of their colour, class, creed, gender, height, weight, anything else. It doesn't matter. We just see everybody as a human being. We recognise that all are individually unique, have something unique to offer our community, and therefore of equal value to every other member of our community. And we have a little affirmation in a moment that helps us with that ideology. Before that, we'll have a little prayer to help us find true happiness in life, not short-term pleasure, but ever new bliss that is always with you. Keeps you calm, keeps you centered, keeps you focused, keeps you happy. Okay. Short-term pleasure you will still get. That'll be in addition. You'll have those highs about something that you've done. You've hit a hole in one on the golf course, or you've paid off your debts, or whatever it may be. And you'll also have those lows when something that you didn't want to happen happens. But underneath it all, you'll have that underlying bliss within. And that is something that you can't buy. That is true happiness. It is only achievable through loving service to others. A lot of people that are viewed as being successful, and they're still struggling, they're still looking for something. They don't know what it is, they don't know how to get it. And it all comes from that loving service to others. And the great thing about being of loving service to others is that it attracts into your life everything else that you want and need. You don't have to chase after money or worry about how you're going to get something done or anything else. It'll all just start happening for you the more you focus on being of loving service to other people. Okay, so as I say, I do apologize for being about 5 minutes late today, but it's better than being missing altogether like yesterday. But a welcome to you all, and thank you for being here and putting up with the fact that I wasn't around yesterday. And whether you're watching live or watching the recording, you are equally welcome. If you are watching live, of course, you can ask any questions, pop them into the comments, and we'll always do our best to answer them. Just before we get to the prayer, let's see who we've got in live already. We've got Mary in from Chicago in the United States, Peter from Cameroon in Africa, Lewis from Portugal, from Lisbon in Portugal, Deborah from Southern Alabama, USA, Don from Vancouver Island in Canada, Peter from Kettering in England, Eric from Quebec in Canada, Norman from Doncaster, England, Richard from Devon in England, Nankiet from Nigeria, and Ron from Amsterdam, Holland, and Prangana from Sri Lanka. Okay, so let's get started right away with that little prayer, the affirmation. Then I'll bring you up to date with what's been going on over the last couple of days, okay? Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless that we share abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, bless each member that they may find the joy of service, and through service attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their lives. Amen. And the little affirmation we have: we're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind and soul of thy world. Okay. Right. Yeah, yesterday I apologize. I did set it as a scheduled for 5 p.m. It was a little bit speculative anyway. We travelled yesterday with our dog. When I say we, my wife and myself and Cody, our dog. We went to a specialist vet to get some stem cell treatment for him. He had his cells taken a few weeks back, and now they were injecting them into him to stop his lameness. So it's not a million miles, but it takes time to get there. It wasn't the best of days weather-wise. It was raining a lot, which is okay. But I stopped to give Cody a little bit of a walk before he went into the vets, because he'd been in the car for a while. Pulled into a field off the hard course stupidly, and got stuck because of all the rain, and couldn't get out. So that was an additional little bit of excitement, shall we say. I did manage to get a garage to help us get out there, wonderfully helpful. And we got Cody to the vets, and we got the treatment done. But then the vet wanted to see us about 4:30 when Cody was just coming out of treatment, or he'd had his treatment. And that went on for about an hour. So I'd already missed the deadline for the thing. Rather than be driving back after what can be classed as not stressful, but a little bit tiring, let's put it that way. We were stopping over, so we had to go and make sure we picked up our reservation. And when we got there, the internet connection was really poor, and it was just one of those things. In general, everything went well, but Cody had been he'd been anaesthetized for this, and he was a bit unsettled through the night. So it meant that, particularly being in a strange location, he wasn't happy, and he kept waking up and had to keep getting up and taking him out for a little walk and bringing him back. And all in all, there wasn't a lot of sleep. And and then we set off the next morning, and there were a lot of road works, and we did get back here. So I'm back here in body, and I'm just trying to get my mind to catch up with the body now. But I have been communicating with people and trying to get back on track and get things done. So that's where we are from my point of view. So thank you, people, for your patience and putting up with me not being around yesterday and being a little bit late today as well. I see we've got Charles in from Nigeria as well. So I did get in touch with, we've got various projects, as you should be aware, hopefully, that are ongoing at the moment. We've got our recruitment tool that's being built. That seems to be progressing quite well. I had a chat and a report from the guy that's doing that. That will be operating as a WordPress plugin. So looking forward to the progress that's being made there. The Easy Team Builder is being done by Vishal. Now he's also got to try and pick up and learn what's gone on in our coding previously, and that takes time and discussion with Devyani as well to make sure that everything is understood in the right way, because he's got to integrate things like the Power of One bonus into the plan, and the benefits, and some of the benefits were already programmed and available under the old Easy Business Builder plan. And so it's all bringing it all together and getting that sorted out, but he's doing well. It is Vishal. And Devyani, of course, gets involved in that. She's also working on the mall, which she's enjoying, and hopefully she'll get more time on it now, because whenever anything else crops up, it all lands on Devyani's desk. Sometimes through me, sometimes directly, sometimes it gets back to me, but there are always things that need addressing as well. So Devyani is there. So we're looking on those various things. We also have, of course, the game being built for the Fun Miracles website, and that program, the $2 Miracle program, which in time could potentially be our biggest income earner. The gaming market is huge. Not everybody wants general knowledge trivia games, but there are literally trillions of people that play games every day. Some of them I've heard of, but I don't know how they work or what's involved in them. I'm not really into games and things. Or online games anyway. I mean, I loved cricket and rugby and snooker, various other things, darts, card games, dominoes, you name it, and always very competitive. But online games, like whatever they've got, Candy Crush, I don't even know how it works, and it doesn't interest me, and I don't have the time for them anyway. But it is a huge marketplace, and if we can put together some games that bring in even a small percentage of that marketplace, it could exceed the income that we generate from everything else. So it is a very worthwhile project. It's taken a long while to get off the ground, but it is now off the ground, and the team that we've employed are working on it. They've got quite a number of people working on it in different aspects, how the game will look and how it runs, and everything else. So all seems to be progressing pretty well, and hopefully Cody is also progressing pretty well, although he's limping more now than he ever was. But I had a phone call with the vet today, and they were saying that isn't unusual, because they put so much fluid into the joints and things with the stem cells, and it takes 24 to 48 hours for them to sort of just get back to normal a bit. Okay, so that's a quick recap of where we are and what we're doing, and where we're going. Now tomorrow, of course, is the Matrix shuffle, organization, upgrade, whatever, update is probably the better word, isn't it, for the Sharehope plan. And we are down a little bit on numbers. I've got some numbers for you. If you know anybody that's not renewed their subscription, do something for them. Help them out one way or another. Make sure they understand they're not only losing their matrix positions, which they can never regain, but they're losing the guarantee. Now, the guarantee can be regained, but it starts from the next time that they become a paid member. And then there's another 12 months. Now, if they've been in the program for a month or 2 months already, there's only 10 months to go to get that guarantee. And after that, it can only benefit them. It can only benefit them. So do get a hold of them if you can, and make sure that they get their subscriptions renewed before, I think it's 5:30 on Friday, that the upgrades are on. Once we get a bit better organised, or once I get a bit better organised, then we can perhaps do some cut-off Zooms, like other similar. There's only one program that is anything really like ours, because our power line is a dual matrix, and it was, as far as I'm aware, the first dual matrix plan, although there is another plan that claims to be the first, but they were quite a long time after us. So it's all happening, folks. It's all happening. Now, tomorrow as well, we're going to do the random withdrawals from the Sharehope wallet. So we'll be picking out randomly any or a few of our active elite members for withdrawals, anywhere between $25 and $100, depending on their activity within our community. And if you are the sponsor of any of those people, then you get a matching bonus if you are also an active elite. So it's important to become an active elite member. You can work your way up to the elite status from right down at the bottom, where we've always given money to get started in the pools. I think the longest it takes to get through all the pools is about 12 months, but that's usually shortened by raffle prizes, gifts, and various other things. And so it can be very quick to get into all 6 pools. There is also an option to put your hand in your pocket and buy them. But you can also, rather than buy them and pay directly into the pools, you can get involved in our other programs and get matching amounts. For example, you put in, $155 for the first 4 or 5 levels of the 777 plan. I think it's the 5th level, isn't it? $155 gets you the first 5 levels. And you also get $155 into your US dollar wallet, which will go into your Sharehope wallet, and then you can use it to get into all 6 pools. And of course, that then activates the potential for withdrawals from the Sharehope plan as well. So there are lots of ways that you can do things. You can work your way through the 777 plan pretty much. Get started for $5 and get out and refer a few people, and you'll progress pretty quickly. Sit back and do nothing, and you've got to have patience, because basically you're wanting other people to do the work for you at no cost to you. So you have to, in a situation like that, be grateful for whatever you get and be patient. We got Bazina in as well from Edinburgh in Scotland. So yeah, we've got that. We've got the Poverty Crusher plan, which again is just $5 to get started. You can put in more. You can buy different levels in there, or you can buy more of one level. But whichever way you go about it, it all is beneficial to you, and you get good advertising units from that as well. So tomorrow I will need to get started on time so that we don't keep you here forever, because it takes a while to just draw out the numbers. Randomly, we use, I think it's random.org is the website, and that just picks numbers randomly from 1 to however many people we've got in the active elite status. So it's a little bit lengthier than our normal just updates. Also, the first splash page, I can't remember what we've got it for now. It's for the Sharehope plan, isn't it? I think. Mo said that he'll let me have a draft later tonight, God willing. So if we get that draft, we can have a look at it together tomorrow. Although, as I say, tomorrow's going to be a busy day, but it won't take long to have a look at it and get some comments in, see what you like and what we can change. And it will also be the template, if you like, for the whole website, the appearance, the way we're going to bring everything into the same format, presentation, so it all follows through and it all looks the same, and that will also be something that we can discuss if I get that draft. And we've got Ahmad in as well from Abuja in Nigeria. Right, numbers. Let me give you some numbers, see if we've got any questions from anybody. This is for 2 days, of course, because I was missing yesterday, as I say. I do apologize again. And although it's for 2 days in Multiply Weezer, it's like 1 day, because if you don't log in, you don't get anything. So, it's good to log in every day, like you log in to We Share Abundance every day. Okay, so the last couple of days, we've got an increase of 90 in our 777 members, to 26,657. We have actually got a net decrease of 4 to 50,203 in our registered members. How can we get a net decrease? Well, we take people out that register but don't verify their email. So, and the emails, we've been checking them thoroughly today. They are all going out. Now, there are some people that registered when the emails weren't going out, and we automatically upgraded, or not upgraded, but verified their email. We went through and did it. So those people won't get verification messages, but they can just log in. And there are a few people there. And if they try and get a verification email, they will. I think you get an error message saying that you're already verified, but I'm not absolutely certain about that. And if you don't, it needs to be there, but I think it is there. So everybody can log in. Those people have no danger of being removed because we manually verified them. But now the emails are going out. We're checking all the logs and everything, and the email queues, and we've got several test accounts that we've run, and it is all working. Anybody that doesn't verify their email now, they get several reminders, I think, over a 10-day period. And if they fail to respond to any of them, then we take them out of the database. They can always register again, you know. We're not saying you can never be here, but if they can't verify their email, they can't log in. If they can't log in, they're not really a member. So even though they were in the registered members, they would be removed. So that's how we can get a negative on odd occasions. So it was a -4 in the last 48 hours to 50,203. We're up 19 in the active member count to 3,611. And we're over halfway through the month, aren't we? So some of those could be people that weren't active, you know, last month, didn't log in half the days, but have logged in half the days this month. Some of them could be new members. We have a decrease of 5 in our shareholder plan to 493. It was 498 a couple of days ago. It could be that there are more than 5 people that haven't renewed their subscription, because we do tend to get more people coming in as well, new people. So once again, if you know of anybody that is at risk of losing their matrix position and their guarantee, get onto them and urge them to do the right thing and just keep it going until they're in a position where they can only benefit. Okay? Multiply Visa, couple of days. We did get a login reward today, but it wasn't enough to take us up into the next dollar amount. So we're roughly where we were 2 days ago with that. Of course, once we get Fun Miracles and the Mall and the Easy Team Builder, and whatever else we're on at the moment out of the way, we will be working on that Multiply Visa website and the Visa tokens, where we will be able to manage the liquidity and value of those tokens, put them onto a better blockchain, and reinvigorate the program for the benefit of all the people that are existing in there, and of course for anybody new that wants to get in and generate some money. Okay, any more people there? No. That, folks, really is everything I've got for you. I know most of the news was about Cody, but that's been my life for the past couple of days, really. It's all been all about Cody. But I am back now, my mind, and should have caught up with my body by tomorrow, and I'll be on top form, and we'll get everything done and moving as it should be. Trying to think if there's anything else. We have. I didn't get an email out today, but I did put a message in your inbox about the random allocation of withdrawals tomorrow, and also I did mention the cutoff and to make sure people get updated. Now I think that update cron is now running every hour, so if you put funds into your deposit account, it should update within the hour automatically. But you always have the option to go in there and activate it manually. As long as you've got funds there, you can activate that by just taking the activate tab and then just clicking the button. As long as you've got $10 either in your deposit account or in your commission account, no problem with it. So that is it for today. I'll be here all refreshed, bushy-eyed and no, bushy-tailed and bright-eyed, isn't it? That's what you say. Tomorrow, and we'll get some random withdrawals done and bring you up to date with what's going on. And I'm really looking forward to that Easy Team builder being available. There's a lot more things that we'll be adding in, but just the basics that we have now are well worthwhile. And don't forget, a paid member in there, you're in a free raffle every month for $1,000. So that can't be bad. It's only $9.75 once we open it up. And then on or about the 15th of every month, we'll draw somebody's name out of the hat and give them $1,000. In addition to all the benefits that are in there and the more that we'll be adding in and piling on. Okay, so that's it. I will be here tomorrow, same time, same place. No, I'll be on time. I was at 7:05 today. I'll be on time. I'll be here at 7 p.m. London time on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. And as I say, we'll have the numbers in from the Share Hope plan that will have run. We will have also have the spreadsheets and everything ready for the random drawings, and we'll be able to publish those. Just make sure that you're an active elite member. It is going to build your wealth for the future, and you've got a chance of getting something nice out of it now. Okay, so that's it. I love you all. Get out there, share love and abundance, go the extra mile, be of loving service. It'll bring everything you want into your life. Most importantly, that bliss that can't be destroyed. So until tomorrow, I love you all. And I'll see you later, alligator, in a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. See you later, alligator. Yeah.